Chicago. How are you feeling heading into the match?
I'm really excited. I think the team's really excited. We've had a run of games that we haven't been thrilled with the results, but the feel of the games as we've gone has gotten better and better. I think the fight that we showed against the Spirit, against clearly one of the top teams in the league, I think is promising for us, and so we just want to carry on with that performance and how it felt into this game tomorrow.
What would you say the main focus has been this week throughout practice?
I think when you go against special players like a Mal Swanson, you have to be really set up in your rest defense. So when we're attacking, what we look like behind the ball in case there's a loose ball or a cleared cross and things like that. So kind of our rest defense and just making sure we're very organized, and that really falls on the center backs and the outside backs and our six to make sure that we're just organizing and making sure we're pressing into people and covering good spaces and stuff. So that's been the focus.
Yeah, and then Becky, how about, with Swanson, Grosso, and so many talented players on the team, how does the team slow them down?
Yeah, that is a great question. Like I said before, it's about the rest defense. It's making sure that they don't get easy balls to their feet, making sure that the space in behind, because they are also very, very quick, as well as Ludmilla, just making sure that you have the right people fronting and backing these players and just making life difficult. And then also if you can stop it at the source and making sure that you're closing things and winning the ball back higher up on the field, that just prevents any sort of work for us to do anyway.
Yeah, and then, what's the vibe like been in the locker room, especially, just with the tough run of play right now?
Yeah, I mean, we are a very competitive team, and historically this club has been very successful, and we all know, though, that throughout a season you go through highs and lows and your performances rise and dip, and so we kind of feel like we've kind of gone on this dip and we need to find a way to get back on to that rise, because there's a lot of points on the board right now that we can get, and so it's really about just the small things, shoring those up. We clearly have the talent, it's just making sure that we're kind of promoting each other's strengths and then just working on those things, the goals that we're giving up, those kind of things, making sure that we're shoring up the defense.
Yeah, and then as a captain, Becky, especially with a young backline that you have, what's the conversation been like all week?
The conversation's been around principles and just principles of play and what it should look like in the box when we're about to get served on, what it looks like when we're attacking, and what the spaces that are supposed to be, protected and stuff in behind. And so it's really about, if one goes, who needs to stay, and making sure we're just not getting ourselves isolated into 1v1s. We should always be help +1 with help defense.
Yeah, and then I know you're going to get this question a lot, but can you just talk to us about Alex Morgan, just her impact as a person and as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I have been so fortunate that I've gotten to play with Alex for, over a decade. And, you have these pillars of players like the Mia Hamms and the Abby Wambachs, and now an Alex Morgan, what she did to push our game on, both on the field, she brought eyes to the field, but she also the things that she did off the field that we all did as a group and just trying to make the sport better than how we found it. And I think Alex was so willing to use her voice and her platform to do good, and she clearly, her legacy is so remarkable on the field, but when I think of Alex, the things that she's done off the field to protect the players, to equal pay, LGBTQ, all these things that she's worked on and lent her voice to, I think that's the biggest impact she'll have.
Okay.
Awesome.
I think
Awesome.
we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.